Hey everybody, it is Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome back to the Road to 120 Invention. This is episode number 16. We're going to be starting off today's episode. I'm finishing up my junk refiners. I didn't actually get to use all of them because I ran out of junk. That's what I get for not adding up how much junk they get rid of and how much junk that I have. But I have some extras, whatever. That just means when I disassemble items, I'll have to come back and turn them into some refined components. Anyways, what we're doing after that, I will be disassembling a few items. Just some mystic gloves at first to get some powerful and protective components. Afterward, I'm going to be disassembling some bones. I was trying to get some PS components. It turns out that regular bones are not the greatest idea for PS components because I did 1,000 of them and I didn't get a single one. It did tell me, I was told by the wiki there was a 2% chance, but maybe not in the case of just regular bones. So I bought some big bones, and those are going to be what give us the PS components that we need. After all that, I am going to be building another augmenter, augmenting some new armor, but I can actually talk about that when we get to that point. For now, I do have a few topics that I would like to bring up. First things first, as always, you guys can't skip it. MLB right now. This is the All-Star break, so I don't have a ton to talk about with baseball, other than the All-Star break. I guess going into it, we can say the Giants have the best record in baseball. I believe that is pretty solid. It's the even year. They're supposed to win anyway. My team, the Angels, not doing so hot. But my boy Mike Trout, he's playing real good ball. So I'm still happy to watch the games. It is not a big deal to me that they are losing. I would love it if they were winning, of course, but it's not going to deter me from watching them. In other words, the American League won the All-Star game, meaning the American League has the home field advantage in the World Series, and we can wrap up the baseball talk here. I know not all of you are baseball fans, but guys, I could talk about baseball for hours on end, so I will move on to the next topic. First things first, guys, I have a note here. Be sure to be dropping in your Q&As when you get a chance. If you have any questions for me, just throw it at me. I would be willing to answer it, maybe bring up a solid topic for us to talk about. The date when I am voice recording this right now is July 13th, meaning that it has been just a few days since the release of Pokemon Go. If you're not a Pokemon fan, I'm sorry, but this is the new topic, guys. This is a huge thing that just got released. Pokemon Go is pretty sweet. It's as close to, real life Pokemon as we can get right now. You download this app, you get the game, and you actually have to walk around and catch Pokemon. You can battle trainers at gyms, but you don't just do it from your couch. You do have to get up and go places. And to actually reap in the best benefits of the game, you do have to visit many different places, actually go out and do things. It involves some activity for sure. So there's a small mix between a video game and some physical activity. It's not like playing sports or anything, but it gets you moving. It's definitely gotten me up and walking around. If I were to check my app, I think I'm at like 15 kilometers walked. I'm not like running any of these kilometers. Sometimes I run if I get really excited that I found a wild Pokemon, but it's not like I'm going out for a jog. But that's 15 kilometers that I wouldn't have walked at all in the past few days, and I really can't complain about that. So in terms of exercise, it's probably one of the first times that I can say this video game is actually on the positive side of that, at least compared to like GTA 5, which just has me sitting on this exercise ball for a few hours. But it's still a lot of fun, isn't it? Anyways, this Pokemon Go app, guys, is really cool. I do suggest you get it. If you do get it, I got to rep my team. When you go ahead and go to your first gym battle, you get to choose between 3 teams. There's a red, yellow, and blue for each of the legendary birds, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno. Everybody, pick the blue team if you can, because that's the team I picked. Team Mystic, if you do pick the blue team, let me know. If you didn't pick the blue team, still let me know so that I can tell you how we're going to kick your ass in the future. We need a little rivalry, a little competition. If everyone picked the blue team, it'd be pretty boring. So I'm not going to force you to do it, but come on, guys. Join the blue team. That's the team you want to be on. We don't have too much more in terms of disassembling. I will be running into some junk refiners when I'm done with the bones and big bones here. I did get a little bit of junk from it, so I'm trying to get rid of the junk refiners that I have in the bank. They're not stackable even when you bank them, and I have like 12 in there right now. So that's 12 bank spaces that I could be using for some other materials, and I am actually kind of running low on that. So it is nice to get rid of those as quickly as possible. After we get rid of these junk refiners, or excuse me, get rid of some of these junk refiners. It's not going to be all of them. I am going to be augmenting some armor. I did buy some ranged armor recently. Not pretty much a full set of ranged armor, I guess. Mostly some Armadile stuff. but I will just be augmenting one piece currently, just the chest plate. I need higher invention before I can augment the legs, and the weapon I'm going to be using for some range training is just going to be a black salamander, which you can't augment anyway. So we will just be augmenting one piece of armor, and then I'm going to go do some combat with it, level it up. We're going to be training range for a while, not for too long, but we're going to get some solid range XP in, hopefully some solid XP. That's the goal right now. And whatever we can get level-wise for the armored out chest plate in that time period, I will take, and whatever drops we get from whatever monsters I decide, I'll take those too. But really, the next episode and a half is probably going to be a little bit more focused on range XP. Here you can see me building the augmenter, and then I'm going to build the weapon gizmo shell. I decided that I was going to use 5 PS components on it because you can get a few pretty good perks. The big ones were Enlightenment and Wise. I could have this one backwards, but it was, I believe it's Enlightenment makes the item level up faster, and Wise just gives you bonus XP while you're battling and whatever you're training. So while you're battling, I don't think I've ever called it battling in RuneScape. Anyways, I believe the Wise. So like if I had Wise and I was training, I'd get more defense XP. If I had Enlightenment and I was training, my armored out chest plate would get more XP. So those are the 2 big ones. Hoarding's not too bad either. Your protect item prayer, excuse me. Oh, look, that's the one we got. Your protect item prayer, you get 2 items from it. So that helps, but I'm probably not going to be putting myself in a lot of situations where I could die. If I do, though, I guess I do have that with me. It's not a big deal. I'm going to put it on there anyway. Big thing is now it's augmented. We can go level it up. Try to get some mad XP. I'm going to eventually attach a siphon to it. As you can see, I am going to be fighting water fiends. I'm going to do this for a little while. There's a few reasons. They're weak to range, so I can get some pretty solid XP from this. They're pretty close to a bank, so it's kind of an easy trip, even though you got to get some food. One of the big things is the high rate of Crimson Charms. I don't have 99 summoning yet. I'm at 88, I believe. I've barely just got this unicorn. And I do have a lot of charms in the bank, but I just want to collect enough that I could power through to, 97, 98, maybe even 99 summoning. So the Crimson Charms are kind of a big deal. But like I said earlier, the big thing here, I'm trying to get the Armored Out chest plate to level 13 so that we can siphon 10 levels of XP out of it, which would be, by the way, I believe, since this is a tier 70 item, it should be 540,000 XP. If we siphon it at level 13. Thing is, it takes like 80,000 item experience to get to level 13, and I was currently getting 9 to 10,000 XP an hour. So honestly, though, that's what, 8 to 9 hours of sitting down training this item. It's not phenomenal. That's why I would want to have multiple items that I'm training at once, not just this one. But we'll get a few levels on it for now. And I didn't forget about the Carol's Top that I'm currently working on. That's in the bank. I have range armor because I'm using range. Eventually, I'll go back and get the Carol's Top, and we can level that up too, get some XP out of it. It turns out that these water fiends don't only drop Crimson Charms, though. There's some decent drops that you can get from them. The rune items would be nice, but I've only gotten 1 rune med helm up to this point. The adamant chain bodies, they're not really expensive, but eventually, if I fight a lot of these, they're going to add up to be, quite a handful of adamant chain bodies, and I figured disassembling those won't be terrible XP, and they might be good for, like, protective components, I'm assuming we can get from them, which are good for armor gizmo shells, and I don't have a lot of protective components, so that's kind of a big one to get out of here. Other than that, some of the noted items, they might even end up just going into the Grand Exchange, and I'll get a few coins out of it, but we'll see. I can disassemble them or not. I might as well pick them up. They're noted. I don't see why you don't pick up noted items. Things like the arrowheads, though, I'm assuming that is just going to turn out to be a Grand Exchange item. You'll notice right now in the clip that I just got 77 range. That is why we're here training range, guys. I'm only at 77, so I need to get up. I would like to hit 90, but I don't know if I will hit 90 all in one stretch, but I'll get at least like mid-80s while I'm here. This is going to be the clip that wraps up the episode, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know that I did. It was a pretty good one. We got some stuff done. I augmented probably our biggest thing yet. We did augment an armored out god sword, so it's not our first god item. But this is the first god item that we're going to siphon XP out of, so I don't have to disassemble it. And the chest plate's a little bit more expensive than the god sword. So this is probably our biggest item that we've augmented. Kind of a milestone, kind of not. It'll be a lot bigger when I get to siphon some XP out of it, which is hopefully going to be next episode. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click on that like button and tell us what you enjoyed about it. If you're looking for some more RuneScape videos like this one, then be sure to join the cul-de-sac by subscribing for more. We will see you next time.